Hello, I'm David Moore. Welcome to Grace and Truth. Thank you for joining us here today. We would love it if you would click that like button and subscribe. I know that these teachings and these points of interest I'm going to share with you, biblical principles, I believe that it's going to be a blessing to you. So thank you very much for joining us. Today we're going to be talking about who should Christians vote for? What should be our vote? How should we vote? What are the parameters in which we are to vote for our leaders? Every Christian should vote. Okay, there's one thing that our forefathers had paid a high price is so that each and every last one of us would be able to vote so that our government would be a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. So that was the purpose for a lot of the wars that have been fought in the past, so that you and I would have the freedom to vote for our government. But how should we vote? What are the parameters that God has set before us? Where there are four parameters, and they're all found in Joshua chapter 18, verse 21. The first parameter is for with a vote for able men. And that means man or woman. You vote for them, they must be able. You know, a little while ago, we had a Republican congressman was speaking in front of some people. He was doing a press conference. Then all of a sudden, he just completely zoned out. I think he's in his 80s. And he completely zoned out. Okay? And for over a minute, he didn't know where he was. Yet he just recently got voted back into Congress, voted back in. He's not able. Another one in California, this woman, she's almost 90, and she was not able to understand where she was at. She had her people, her handlers, so to speak, help her with what to say, what to do, help her move in and out of that. They're not able. We even have a president here today who loses the train of thought, could barely hold two sentences together, and yet people have voted for him and they're not able. They're not able. The first prerequisite is for we to vote for people who are able to make great decisions, right decisions for our government. The second is that they fear God. This is what we ought to vote for, people who have a fear of God. That means they want to do the right thing in any and every situation, whether someone's looking at them or someone's not looking at them, whether they're doing something behind closed doors or in front of the world, they want to do the right thing. We need to pray and ask God who we need to vote for, because we have so many people who are willing to tell you whatever they want to say and get you to vote for them, even though what they're really doing, nobody knows. That brings us to the next point that we ought to vote for, and that is men of truth. They ought to be able to tell the truth. You know, it's synonymous with these politicians is that politicians lie. Why is that? This is the government of the people. The reason that is because we voted for those people who ended up being liars. So it's so important for us now as Christians to pray, to seek the Holy Spirit. He is a spirit of truth, and he will guide you unto all truth, and he will show you which one you need to vote for, because it's so important in these last days to vote for people who have fear of God, who are able, and also speak the truth. The last one is that they won't be covetous. In other words, money. They won't be all about the money. How can a politician who's been in the service, supposedly in the service of this great nation for 40 years, making $200,000 a year, can all of a sudden now his family is worth hundreds of millions of dollars? How is that possible? And all your only job is you've been working for the government, working for the American people, and yet you become a multi-millionaire. Something's not right here. We need to pray, ask God who to vote for. Which person of those are going to fear God, be able, tell the truth, and also not be covetous. Those are the 4 things that we need to look forward to. I know that this teaching has been a blessing to you. Don't forget to subscribe, press that like button. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.